In this particular video, I'm going to be sharing with us how to start an online business. Now, when we talk about starting an online business, most of us always think that it's about owning a website or it's about owning an online store, okay? But it has nothing to do with any of these things that I just mentioned. It is possible, highly very possible, to actually start an online business without having any of these things that I just spoke about. And that's exactly what I'm going to be sharing with us in this particular video. And we are going to be taking it step by step, and I'm going to show you exactly all the things you need in order to start this online business, right? So now the very first thing that you need is actually to get the right niche. Now, if I talk about finding the right niche, what do I mean? Finding the right niche is finding a product category. So the type of product that you want to actually go into, the type of products that you want to sell, or the type of products that you want to use to start this particular online business. So that's what we talk about, starting it with selecting the right niche. Now, how do you select this right niche? You select this right niche by actually finding something that you are passionate about first, because I always advise that, you know, business comes with a whole lot of things that if you do not have passion for whatever you are into or whatever you are doing, in the long run you are going to actually give up, okay? So it is best that you get something that you are actually passionate about, and also get something that that has a good profit margin, right? So these are the two things that I would advise you to look into before you select a niche for yourself. So you can actually decide, either you want to go into home appliances, you want to go into beauty and wellness, you want to go into the sale of kits, where you want to go into shoes, you want to go into bags. All of these are examples of niches that you can actually start with your um online business, right? So now let's get right into the next step, which is finding a reliable supplier. Now you have decided on the niche that you want to go into. The next thing is finding somebody or a system that can actually supply you reliably the items that you have decided to actually start, or the items that you have decided to actually go into, right? So that is the next step. And then in this particular step, I put it into two different ways that you can get reliable suppliers. And even in these two ways, it is also a business model altogether, right? So this number two is very, very important that you understand and understand it better, right? So now the very first one, or the very first way of getting a reliable supplier, is through mini importation. Now if I talk about mini importation, what is mini importation? So mini importation is sourcing or getting reliable suppliers for a particular item internationally. So importing items from an international country into your country, right? And the most popular places where we get these suppliers from are China, Turkey and Bangladesh, right? So I'll just be using China for an example in this particular video. So let's say you have decided to go into bags, right? So the next thing you have to do is to begin to source for these bags from reliable suppliers. So you can get these bags from Turkey and you can get these bags from China, right? So I'll be using China for an example. So now once you know the type of bags that you want to get into, there are different platforms that you can actually get these items, right? So you can get them on 1688, you can get them on Pinduoduo, and you can also get them on Alibaba. These are all sourcing platforms that you personally get deeper into it and understand how to navigate yourself around, right? I also have a very comprehensive course on this particular these particular apps that I've spoken about, that once you join, you'll be able to buy from these places or source reliable suppliers from these places confidently and ship them down to wherever you are. So once you are done with that, the other model, I told you that there are two in one in this particular point. So the first one is mini importation. So that is, you source your items from an international market, then you ship them down into wherever you are. The next one is drop shipping. Now this drop shipping, you don't really need money. Yes, you don't need to also go and invest money into anything and invest money into importing and shipping and all of that. What you need in drop shipping is to get somebody that is selling the item that you want to go into, right? So let me use bags again for example. So you want to go into the sale of bags online, right? And you are looking for a reliable supplier. Now you are going to look around your place or places around your place that you know, okay, if I go to this particular place, I'm actually going to get reliable, I'm going to get these items at wholesale prices. It could even be online itself. So you can go on Facebook, you can go on TikTok, there are other places, but just be mindful of scam, okay? But so far as you know that these people are legit bag suppliers, so far as you know that these people are legit blenders suppliers, right, that is a right supplier for you, right? So all you have to do is actually to connect with these people. So you can either get their contact. Most of them always have WhatsApp groups that you can join, or most of them, they'll send you the items and the prices. All you have to do is now to make sure that these people, they are legit. That is all. Then you have a supplier like that. You can also go to popular markets like those that are in Ghana over here. You can get to Makola. If you are not closer to Makola, you know somebody who is closer that can go to Makola and source for these suppliers for you, do so. If you can also go to Makola and the place that you are, any market at all that you are, or in any location at all that you are, that you know that you can actually get these suppliers to, you can actually go and source, right? But Makola will always be one of the best places, right, for you to get these at very moderate or at very, very good prices. So now we have our supplier. So you have chosen what you want to do. You have also had a reliable suppliers for your items. You can get them through mini importation, you can get them through drop shipping, right? Now the next thing is to test your product, which most of us will always avoid, or most of us we don't do at all. So testing of the product, what is testing of the product? So either you are using the mini importation method or you are using the drop shipping method. So let's say you are using the mini importation method. So you import the items yourself and come and start your online business, right? Now how are you going to go ahead to test your product? You have seen a supplier on 1688, you have seen a supplier on Alibaba, you have seen a supplier on Pindodo, right? Now the best thing to do, or how to know that okay, these items are actually how I want them, is to buy small and test the quality of the item, one, and number two, you also want to test your market. So you want to sell bags, but you don't really know if the bags will do well for you or like something like that. So you're just buying it to actually come and try the market and see how your market, like your target market, is actually going to respond to this particular item, right? So that is why it's always best that you start it small. So you buy it small, you come and try it out. So if you are also using the drop shipping method, that one is actually one of the safest ways, right? Drop shipping, because you are not necessarily going to buy the item. The person is just going to tell you that okay, I have this number of bags, okay. The person is just going to tell you that I have this number of bags available, And if you are interested in this number, and if you are interested in this particular bag, just tell me that okay, I'm now interested. So all you are doing is you are not necessarily buying the item. You will just take the item and you are going to show it to your potential customers. Once you get somebody that is interested, then you now go ahead to contact this particular supplier, right? So that's basically how you are actually going to test the product out. Okay, so with the drop shipping, you don't really need a lot of risk, okay, but it's all part of the testing, because you are also going to take the pictures from the supplier and you are going to post them on your online platform, which I'm going to be showing you how to actually start that online business, right? So once this is how you do the product testing. So once you are done with the product testing, then we are now moving to setting up of the online business itself. You know, from the beginning I told you that it's not necessarily starting a website, right? And it's not also necessarily starting a store. Now you can start from the little space that you have. Most of us always want to start big. Start from the little space that you have. So you have your WhatsApp status, right? You also have friends WhatsApp status. You also have Facebook groups. This is something that most people are not leveraging on, but it's something that is really working. All you have to do is to go onto Facebook. Okay, so let's talk about the WhatsApp first. So the WhatsApp, you are going to go and download WhatsApp Business. So what I'm going to show you, you are not going to get it on your normal WhatsApp. So you are going to get it on your WhatsApp Business. So make sure that it's WhatsApp Business. Once you have a WhatsApp Business, you are going to go ahead and set up your store, your catalog store. There is always a store attached to any WhatsApp Business account at all that you have. If you have WhatsApp Business and you don't know this, you are missing out big time. So all you have to do is to set it up. Now you can put the image of your item, you can add the price, you can add description, you can add everything. You can even add videos of the item that you are selling. So immediately somebody gets onto your WhatsApp to chat with you, the first thing the person sees is something that looks like a home at the top of your WhatsApp, right? Your WhatsApp chat, like where you can find your WhatsApp account. Once the person sees that, it tells the person that okay, this person is selling something online. So the person clicks on the house, then the person gets the opportunity to see the type of items that you are currently selling, right? So it's one of the ways. You can also make use of your WhatsApp status. You can make use of WhatsApp groups. So once you are able to build a community around your WhatsApp status, the people that you have on your WhatsApp list, then you can now graduate and send those people into a WhatsApp group. So the very next one is Facebook groups. Now these things that I've spoken about, you don't need to pay anything for them, right? You know, we are doing all of this WhatsApp our online business on a budget, and we don't really have money to spare around, right? So you are going to go ahead onto Facebook and you are going to type in buying and selling groups in wherever you are. So I'm in Ghana. I'll do buying and selling groups in Ghana, buying and selling groups in Accra, buying and selling groups in Takoradi. Like, you'll just be mentioning some of the big cities in wherever you are, right? So once you get Gabi, stop, okay? So once you get hold of those groups, you are going to go ahead and join those groups. Some of them will ask you to request, and within some few days you are accepted into those groups. You can start posting these items, whether it's on dropshipping or it's on mini importation. You can start posting them in any of these groups, right? So immediately you gain access and you start posting over there. I can't tell you the number of sales that I've actually made on Facebook groups. It's something that most of us we are not leveraging on, but it's a very, very good place to make very good sales at no cost at all, right? So now the next one is starting a TikTok page. So TikTok pages can actually give you that visibility, can let people begin to know the type of things that you do, the type of business that you are into, right? All right, so TikTok actually gives you that kind of visibility and all that. You can also go into Facebook pages or Instagram pages, right? These are all platforms that you can actually get started with your online business. Not forgetting about Gigi. I don't know for other African countries, but I know for sure that we have Gigi in Nigeria, we have Gigi in Ghana. Gigi is a place that if you are an online business and you are not on Gigi, I don't know what you like. You are missing out. You are missing out, right? So you can also list your business on Gigi. It's also a very, very good platform that you can list your business and make very, very good sales. Now, talking about even this drop shipping thing, right? There are so many businesses that are on Gigi that are on drop shipping. So all they do is they get people, and these people just give them the pictures plus the prices, then they add their profit and post. Once they want it, all they have to do is to call the supplier and tell them that, okay, this person needs this item. Then the supplier will do all the packaging. The supplier is doing the work, they are just sitting down and getting the money, right? So starting an online business is easier, is getting easier and easier by the day. So now the very last one is promotion and sale of our items, right? So once you begin to make a little bit of sale, you can begin to promote these items on your Facebook page, like running paid ads and all of that, either on running paid ads on Gigi or running paid ads on Facebook or Instagram, any of these, right? But it is not compulsory that you must promote it using paid ads. You can also promote by word of mouth. You can also promote your business by getting testimonies from people that have actually purchased from you. It actually makes your potential customers to have that trust in you, right? And once these customers come, one thing that we always forget is customer service. Most of us, yes, the customers will come and all that, but if you are not treating them right, if you are not, you are not being polite to them and all that. I'm not saying that once somebody is disrespectful to you, you should go ahead and just keep quiet. But most of us as vendors too, we sometimes do our thing that you are doing. People are watching, okay? And how your business grows is how people would recommend, or as people recommend, that is how your business grows. So try your best to have a good customer service. So I wish all of us a good business or a good beginning of our businesses. If you really want to start an online business, or already if you are into online business, I just hope that this particular steps that I've given actually helps you to leverage on your online business. I'll be seeing you next time. Make sure you like this video, you share it with friends and family. Most importantly, subscribe to this channel to join the family of winners. I'll see you next time. It's bye bye.